Sure, I'll give you a lift while you're looking for a car. 1 year later. So, this is my partner's cousin. He had just turned 18 and got an office job straight out of college. Similar times to me and sort of on my way to work, I take about a 10 to 15 minutes detour to pick him up and drop him off. His mother asked if I can give him a lift to work and back since she worked late. I said it was fine. It's nice that he's finally got a job. To start off with, he was good, punctual, was always waiting outside his house and work when I got there. Smooth transition. Then after about 8 months of doing it, he got a bit sloppy. Started getting up late, not telling me he's got a lift home with someone else he works with while I'm outside his office. Not all the time, but about once or twice a week. I pulled him on it, he was a bit defensive about it, but eventually apologized and started being good again. Now comes to last week. I'm no longer giving him a lift due to his rudeness. I started feeling really rough on Sunday, flu-like symptoms, and told my work that I won't be in. I tried calling my partner's cousin a few times, but he didn't answer. So I sent a voicemail around midday saying that I won't be at work, so he will have to find a lift there. This is how the conversation went. Me: hey mate, sorry, I can't give you a lift to work tomorrow. I'm off sick, got the flu that's going around at the moment. Probably worth getting a taxi for tomorrow. I'll keep you updated about the rest of the week. Cheers, bye. I got no reply for the rest of Sunday, so I assumed he must have sorted something out, but I wake up at 8 AM on Monday morning to 6 missed calls and 2 voicemails. Cousin: where are you? I'm standing outside and you're 20 minutes late. I need to get to work today, it's a big meeting. Another response: hello, pick up your damn phone, where are you? I can't be late today. After I heard those, I was a bit annoyed, but rang him back straight away, sounding like the Grudge with a super sore throat. Me: hey mate, sorry, I was asleep, still feeling really shit. Did you not get my voicemail yesterday? Cousin: I saw it, but I haven't listened to it because I don't want to spend credit listening to my voicemails. Are you still coming? Me: mate, definitely not. I can't get up without my head feeling like it's about to burst. Have you not sorted out a lift? Cousin: what am I supposed to do then? How am I gonna get to work? You can call a taxi. How did you get there before when I've been off on holidays? I'm not paying money to get to work. That makes no sense to spend money to earn money. Me: how do you think everybody else get to work then? I was chuckling a bit at this, shocked that he said that. How did you get to work when I'm not working before? Cousin: I tell people in advance when you're letting me down so that they can help. Me: what do you mean letting you down? I have holidays like everyone else, just like you did a few weeks ago. Whatever, can you call a taxi for me? A fast one, because I need to be at work in 20 minutes. Me: are you serious? Call your own taxi up, I'm not your parent. Cousin: so, are you going to send me money for it then? I shouldn't have to pay for a taxi when you should be the one taking me to work for free. Me: what? No, you're 19, not 12. I've been nice enough to give you a free lift to work this long. You don't even pay rent at your parents' house, and you have not mentioned about your car search for ages. I'm going back to bed, you need to sort this out. He started to get angry down the phone, but I hung up. He tried ringing me again, but I put my phone on silent. I wasn't in the mood to argue with him. Thankfully, my partner was livid at the situation and had a chat with his mom about it, who apparently had been giving cousin £10 a week to give it to me for giving him a lift. He's been pocketing it this whole time. It's been a week later and I've yet to receive an apology or text from cousin. Hopefully he will sometime. If you want the cat that I'm getting rid of, you have to pay me for it. So I was browsing an online local marketplace, Gumtree, looking in the pet section for a rabbit hutch. I was scrolling down the pet section when I saw a picture of a frail looking black cat with the title "Needs Gone ASAP Moving." I couldn't ignore this despite not looking for a cat. There have been so many horror stories about people picking up free cats from Gumtree to use as bait in dogfights. I clicked on the picture and the listing said something along the lines of 10-year-old female cat, free to a good home, moving in 5 days and can't take it with me. They had a phone number on the website, so I quickly composed a text. They responded pretty much instantly and the exchange went something like this. Me: hey, I was wondering if anybody has taken in your cat. If they haven't, I'm able to provide her with a good home. Choosing Beggar: no, they have not, and we are moving in 5 days. Blunt reply, I thought. No questions or response to me having the cat. Me: okay, well, I could come and get her this evening, or I could wait until moving day if you wanted some more time with her. It's up to you. She will have a nice lift here. I have another elderly black cat she can play with. What food is she on? CB: come get it tonight. Insert address. It doesn't eat cat food, we just feed it chicken and things. Me: okay, see you around 5 PM if that's okay. Is she up to date with flea worm treatment and vaccinations? CB: yes, 5 PM and yes it is. Okay, see you then. About 3 hours go past and I get a text from her. Bearing in mind this cat was listed as free to a good home, and the fact that cats, at least in the UK, usually don't sell unless they are a designer breed, as there are so many unwanted strays already. Kittens can make 30 to 50 bucks, but cats nothing usually. CB: make sure you bring the correct amount of money, I don't have change. Me: the cat was listed as free to a good home. How much do you want for the cat? I wasn't looking to get another cat, to be honest. I just saw your listing and thought she was in need, so I offered her a home. I want £45 because that's how much I paid for its donation fee when I adopted it in 2013. Got someone else interested that is going to pay for it. Me: okay, I'm sorry, I wasn't looking to buy a cat. I think we have our wires crossed. I was concerned about the cat not having a home because you're moving, so I offered her a place. I'm not actually looking to purchase another cat, but I was willing to give a home to one that was in need. If your cat's not in need, then it's best you give it to the other person so I can keep an eye out for animals that urgently need a home. CB doesn't reply for an hour or so, even though our text exchanges are usually instant. CB: the cat is getting put to sleep then. This in the UK means euthanized. Other person changed their mind and no rescue will take it because it's age. Me: you don't need to get her put to sleep, I will have her. But I get nothing and you get my cat. Because you said you can't take her, surely it's best she goes to a loving home rather than be killed. Plus, you have to pay to get her put to sleep, so you will be out of pocket. CB: no, I don't have to pay because the PDSA are doing it, so it's free. I've just made an appointment for tomorrow. PDSA are a UK charity that provides basically free vet care to those on government support in exchange for a donation. At this point I was getting fed up and I just decided that I would pay the money as I was fed up with the back and forth and I didn't want her to actually euthanize the cat. Me: I have the money, so please cancel the appointment. I will be there at 5 PM like we agreed. CB: okay. I turn up to their home at 5 PM on the dot. I've brought a cat carrier with me as I'm not expecting she will come with anything. I'm greeted by a rough looking woman in a house that smells like weed and has no carpets, just bare stained floor. The walls were yellow from nicotine and there was a punch mark in the living room door. I can hear dogs barking from the garden. Despite this, I'm polite and I'm let into the living room where the cat is asleep on the sofa. There is a cat bed in the corner which has a mother cat in feeding about 6-7 tiny baby kittens. I sit down to stroke her, during which I see 2 more cats stroll in the living room. One obviously heavily pregnant, although these cats seem a lot younger and healthier than the one I was taking. I thought it was odd as she said she was moving in 5 days, but there was no evidence of packing and there were several paint pots that had been tested on the wall as if they were in process of redecorating. Anyway, I paid £50, I only had 2 £20 notes and a tenner, so I just gave her that. She then had the audacity to ask me if myself or anyone I knew would be interested in a kitten for £60. I said no. I scoop up the cat and got the hell out of there. I realized in the car that the cat was infested with fleas. I didn't know what to do, but I have 3 small children, so I couldn't risk a flea infestation in our house. Instead, I put her in the summer house in the garden, which has a sofa, pillow, blankets, etc. in, and let her spend the night in there. In the morning, I took her out and have since completely fumigated it. I took her to the vet, who treated her for a number of problems, including fleas, worms, severe malnutrition. She weighed half of what she should, burn marks on her belly, which the vet described as looking like they were done with a cigarette, a severe heart murmur, overbreeding. The vet said it was apparent that she had been used a significant amount of times to have kittens. The vet also told me that the cat wasn't 10 and was about 17. The vet took the details of the woman who I got her from, as he said he was going to report her, as he had never seen a cat in this bad of a shape. A hefty vet's bill later and we were both home. She loves her new life here and has really come out of her shell. She loves her cat friend. I don't know how long she has left, as the heart murmur is pretty bad. The vet said it wouldn't have got to this stage if it was detected and operated on much sooner. But for now, she is loving life. A happy ending to the story about a piece of shit choosing beggar. Ungrateful choosing beggar. While waiting in my car to pick my husband up from work with our almost 2-year-old son in the back, a random guy waved at me for my attention from the sidewalk. I rolled down my passenger side window, the one nearest him, and he immediately started thanking me profusely for acknowledging him. Okay, got a feeling where this is going. So, I'll preface by saying that if anyone begs me for money, I have a personal policy that I will never give cash. I've been conned one too many times, but I will always give out water and or snacks. With a toddler, I usually have those on hand. He gives me one of the many creative stories I've heard over and over. We have quite a few beggars in our small town. This time it's that his grandchildren are starving and he needs some food for them. He seemed surprised when I immediately said, "Okay, here you go," and handed him 2 granola bars. These are the overpriced toddler superfood granolas too. I try to get the good stuff for my son. The man shakes his head and says no, that he wants to get his grandchildren some bologna and cheese, and if he can have money to buy them food, they won't starve. I told him all I have are these granolas and hand them to him out the window. He asks again for money and I say, I don't have cash on me, but these will keep them fed until you can get them some bologna. I wish him well and say that I hope this will do for now. The beggar man looks me dead in the eye and says, "No, it won't." Then he turns around and takes the granolas with him. Whatever, I tried. My husband gets in the car and we leave. As I rounded the corner, the beggar man is walking up to a crosswalk as we approach a light. He doesn't see us. I watch him toss the granola as high as he can into the air and keep walking up to the light. He seemed really annoyed. I was too. I couldn't believe not just how ungrateful, but the audacity to waste good food and litter. So I pulled my car over into the parking lot at the light and got out. He saw me. The granolas were right in between both of us and he turned right around to snatch them up. I walked up. I'm not confrontational by nature, super mad. He said some bullshit about being so happy that he threw them in the air to catch them. Bullshit. I just watched you. You tossed them and walked away. Those were for my baby and I will take them back if you don't want them. He said it's fine. He will eat them and proceeded to open one and take a bite. So I just asked flatly, "What about your grandchildren?" He turned and walked away.